This is Book Talk with Corbin. I'm your host. Folks, I have a new part of the program I call You Cannot Make This Stuff Up. And this is where we expose the madness of the cultural Marxist movement in this country. It's where we expose the madness of socialists and communist thought. It's where we expose the craziness of the American left. Let me start off with this one. The totalitarian left is distributing a petition to persuade Apple to, quote, drop Trump's new social media app. The Apple CEO is Mr. Tim Cook. This is what the totalitarian left says, quote, tell Apple and CEO Tim Cook to drop Truth. Their words, not mine. Those are their words, not mine. Let me repeat that. This is a direct quote. Tell Apple and CEO Tim Cook to drop Truth. Now, as you know, you know how the Trumpster operates. You know, the social media app is called Truth something, but Truth is the first word. And of course, the American left is asking us to sign a petition to tell Apple and CEO Tim Cook to drop Truth. Republican U.S. Senator, Representative out of Indiana, Jim Banks. We need to congratulate him. He said Dr. Rachel Levine, Levin, as you know, he's a Biden administration appointee. He is not a woman. He was this Dr. Rachel Mann was recently recognized as the first woman to win X, Y, and Z. And Republican U.S. Rep Jim Banks out of Indiana said he is not a woman. And therefore, he was soundly trounced for stating the obvious, for stating a fact. Now, let me take you to this. This is from some sort of news source called Deadline. And it's a quote from them. CBS TV station's Back Bay Area reporter Betty YU, after horrific racist comments by conservative YouTube host. And they were referring to the conservative YouTube host as Steve Crowder. Let me tell you something about the white left. I used to be a socialist, and I oftentimes give a speech called From Socialism to Patriotism, my personal journey to sanity and clarity. Here's one thing I want to say. I don't know. I've read the article. It's up to you to make your own decision if what Steve Crowder said was racist or not. Never trust the white left when they call something racist. Always check it out for yourself. Never trust the white left when they say something is racist. Always check it out for yourself. Have we forgotten, what's that guy's name up in Chicago? Jesse Smollett or something like that. He swore up and down. He experienced this racist attack from these MAGA-wearing white guys. This horribly racist and homophobic attack. Folks, I said it then. I said it at that time. Wait and see. And lo and behold, it was exposed as a hoax. Don't ever trust the white left when they call something racist. Go check it out for yourself. Don't trust them. Can we ever forget up in northern Kentucky? Well, there were some Catholic students from northern Kentucky. They had just finished participating in a pro-life demonstration in Washington, D.C. Boom, the white left exposed that these white Catholic kids from privileged backgrounds had just engaged in this horribly, horrific, racist behavior towards Native Americans. It was just horrible. And these white girls and white media journalists, female journalists were crying. Horrific comments. Oh my God. Of course, we later found out that was a lie. We even had a University of Louisville professor here immediately jump on these white students, saying they came from privileged backgrounds and this is how they typically behave. Black guy. Of course, he got away with saying that because, he's black. He didn't know anything, really little to nothing about these students, these Catholic schools. He didn't have enough sense just to say, well, let's just wait and see what's happening here. Let's get the full picture. And once it was exposed, he and another so-called civil rights leader here in Louisville didn't issue an apology. Did not issue one apology. Those Catholic kids, white Catholic kids, get nothing wrong. They didn't. There's no racism involved, none at all. But of course, being a leftist, being a socialist, being a cultural Marxist means never having to say you're sorry. Ex-Kings TV announcer sues radio station for firing him over tweet. He made a tweet. Someone asked him about Black Lives Matter. This is during the height of the whole demonstrations, the looting, the burning over George Floyd. And this white guy made the absolutely horrific, horrible, racist tweet. Here's the tweet. All lives matter, every single one. Oh my God. You believe that? Never trust the white left. Always check things out for themselves. Every single time they raise the racist call, oh, racism, 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 check it out for yourself. You better do it. I'm not saying that they always lie. I'm not saying that at all. They might be telling it, giving an accurate report about something. They might be. It can happen. But first, check it out for yourself. Do some investigation. Check things out for yourself. I think Ronald Reagan once said, trust but verify. And wise words then, and they're wise words now. And particularly when it's in regards to the white left, when they talk about racism, racism, racism. This is Book Talk with Corbin. I'm your host. If you got some stories you think I should talk about where they exposes the stupidity, the contradiction, hypocrisy of the American left, let me know. BookTalkWithCorbin.com.